tell me a little bit about the house, because the house itself is interesting.
Oh, it was designed by Ron Sang, and I really love what he stood for. It's 4 separate pavilions that are connected by glass breezeways, and you have these gorgeous little moments where it opens up to these private gardens. It's just such a unique space. Yeah, I feel really blessed to be a part of it.
I mean, and when it started, when they went to the process of, at the beginning, what was the space like in the case of the bathroom? What was there originally?
Well, it was an original condition, but to give you a bit of backstory, I get to site, the client's in a real state of panic. He's completely stripped out the bathroom. He's second-guessing his layout. He's second-guessing the materials and, all the fittings and fixtures that he'd brought before we were engaged to come on board. And if I can really say one thing, interior design is worth their weight in gold. Like, planning, making sure that things connect, and just getting that flow right is so important. And that was a costly mistake for him because he had purchased the wrong items, and so we had to start again from scratch. Yeah.
So when you got there was no bathroom, basically.
It was completely gutted. It was just an empty shell.
Right. But he must have had some idea of what he wanted.
Yes, he did. Yep. But I think if I can give one bit of advice, planning is so key, because I feel like if you have the time, then you're not rushing things. You're not having to compromise on products, because some of our products take 3 or 4 months to get into the country. When a bathroom's ripped out, you're not in that situation. You might have to, rethink that, and you're sort of making decisions on the hop. And I feel like that doesn't always get the best result. But in terms of the client's design brief, he really wanted like a really nice Zen sanctuary. He wanted that connection to nature. But he also wanted to have a private spaces, so that the daily rituals were sort of broken up into segments so that you got different sight lines and views to the garden. Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting you talk about, private there, because the one thing about this bathroom is that it's surrounded by glass.
Yeah, but I guess there is, but because of the way we've deconstructed it and put walls in where we needed to create privacy between those different rituals, whether it's washing your face in the morning or having a nice bath, you do have privacy from those daily rituals, but you're still in this beautiful green garden which no one can see into. It's pure magic. I mean, not many projects you get to work on like that.
Because it's a courtyard that it faces out onto, is it?
No, it's completely bush and garden and trees. Yeah, there's no fencing, nothing. The property's like a gated lifestyle block. And so, no. I mean, if you had a peeping Tom, that could be an issue, but yeah, it's all really open. Because of the pavilions being situated with these glass breezeways, you get that degree of privacy from the next pavilion. Yeah, so... Yeah.
As you talk about planning, space planning, so and the different rituals that you go through. So how is that organised in this particular bathroom?
Well, he really wanted to have a private space for, we put beautiful glass reeded doors for the toilet space so that it could be closed off for, I guess, noise and smells. I mean, I guess it comes down to individual couples, but some couples, they probably wouldn't care if it was open, but I'm kind of probably of the opinion that, have it a little bit more private and then, keep the romance alive. Right. Yeah. But we really wanted to honour, Ron Sang's vision, he was all about natural light. He was all about that connection to nature. And I feel like that's been amplified and elevated because your connection to the garden is so intense, the connection. It's beautiful. Yeah.
And one of the things you mentioned there is, that you like about design is all the different materials and things that are available. So what are some of the materials you chose for this bathroom, and why did you select them?
Yeah, so I felt like we needed to pick materials that were very natural. We worked with beautiful marbles. We did Venetian plaster, aged iron for the tapware, and then I'd say the piece that stood out was probably the walnut. We did a beautiful curved vanity in the walnut, and then we did the reeded profile on the timber wall panelling, which I felt like helped anchor the space, but also was helping connect to the outside, the nature. I felt like that was really important. It couldn't be a bathroom that was screaming, "Look at me." It really needed to be seamlessly flowing. Yeah.
One of the materials you mentioned there, I think a lot of New Zealanders may not know, is Venetian plaster. Can you just explain what it is and how it's applied? Because it's quite interesting how they put it on.
I know. I was really surprised. This is actually one of my first couple of projects that I've worked on using this product. And I was really surprised you had to have a grade 4 finish on the wall when it's all very textural. And I mean, it just adds depth. It's so beautiful. I love the chalky finish. And yeah, so they trail it on with a special paint finish. And it's an artist really creating. And it does take a whole team to create these beautiful designs. It's not just me making a pretty,
Right.
pretty plan.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Venetian plaster must have been something you've seen in Italy, because a lot of those old palazzos and things have Venetian. I suppose they don't call it Venetian plaster there, but that sort of finish on them.
I was lucky enough to go to Eurocachina last year to the design fair in Milan, and what an incredible experience. But yeah, saw a lot of that there, and we're seeing that trend coming through a lot now. So yeah, that's what makes my job exciting, trying new things, trying out new finishes. And yeah, I was really pleased with the result.